welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about why shame has nothing to do with manifesting and what actually does, and what's the harm in saying you attracted it. I saw a post in a Facebook group yesterday, and a woman said she was confused after watching a video where someone claimed that manifestation is a scam and that there was all this blame about attracting bad or painful situations in our lives. Now, here's the thing. It's easy to get lost in this topic because everyone's got a different take, a different definition, a different way of proving they're right. But the truth is actually simple. You'll experience what you believe in. And that's why so many teachers with totally different methods can all be right. They're each operating from their own belief system. But here's the part most people skip, in my opinion. Manifestation, or conscious creation, if you prefer, flows a lot easier when you have a kind and loving relationship with yourself. When you remember who you are. When you cultivate kind thoughts and reject anything that doesn't feel good. Because guilt and shame, they don't transform you, they just freeze you. So instead of creating positive change and agency, they create fear. And when someone says, oh, you attracted this, it's your fault, as a way, of blaming or shaming, that just creates more misunderstanding and fear around our inner ability to co-create our lives with something greater. You can call it universe, life, God, higher power. And a basic tool in manifestation is choosing what kind of thoughts we're going to entertain. It's your fault because you attracted it. It's not a good thought, and it's a harmful one and only creates suffering. So I practice manifestation in a way that I call healthy manifestation. It's taking care of our mental health and well-being. So I reject any thought that makes me feel bad about myself or that I considered harmful. Because at the core of our spiritual truth, you probably have heard this one. We are infinite, unconditional love. And I know that you might doubt on this one sometimes when you see the world, humanity, and its problems. But I bet my life that this is the truth. I have been exploring consciousness for the last 15 years, and every step pointed me towards love. When I say the truth, I'm not saying like a belief around how things have to be done. I'm speaking about maybe a higher truth that includes all of humanity and all of the universe. And it's the truth that we are infinite, unconditional love. Or you can think about a universe and a source, God, that includes everything and nothing is out. So instead of trying to control every thought or fix every outcome, which sometimes it's a little bit draining and it can really harm, your mental health, it's way more powerful to work at the level of who you believe you are. Because if deep down you're carrying things like, it's all my fault, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve to be happy, then those stories are the real magnets. Not because you're bad or deserve anything bad to happen to you. I don't believe that. I don't justify, with spiritual beliefs, anything. But because those are the interpretations from past events that shaped the way you see yourself and the world. And you will see more evidence of what you believe in, not because it's true, but because you believe it. And the good news is that these stories can be rewritten. And there are many ways to do it. You can think of traditional therapy and also all kind of other modalities that help you release the meaning you gave to past events. Some of the alternatives that I have tried and helped me the most are EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, the Lefko method, which I find recently and I think it's a game changer, and also journaling and questioning if what you're telling to yourself, it's the ultimate truth. And meditation, prayer, and affirmations have also helped me in staying connected to the truth of who I am, not to force something positive, but to remember who I am. And that's the state that creates miracles in our lives, because we are creators, just like the source that created the whole universe. We are here to remember who we are and create. And in the end, conscious manifestation isn't just a trick or a formula. It's a return to love, to self-trust, to, the quiet knowing that we are already connected to everything we seek. So I wanted to share this message because I feel like, and now I see other creators that were into manifestation a lot, and now they're saying, oh, I don't believe in manifestation anymore, or I don't like the New Age movement and all of that things. But it's because there's a whole lot of information. Some of the information is conflicting, but if there's one thing that I would like you to know so you can feel more peace today, more connection to who you are, is that at the core of who we are, there's infinite unconditional love. So there's no shame on anything that we experienced. We can start changing the stories we tell ourselves and the beliefs that we have about who we are or about what we get to have. And that will be the thing that's going to shift also our perception. Instead of focusing on proving ourselves that we're not good enough, when we release that belief, for example, we are now able to experience life not with the bias that we're not good enough and everything is confirming that we're not good enough and not deserving of anything good in life, but we're experiencing it now from a more free place. And I think that when we use manifestation in a healthy way, always putting our mental health and well-being first, always choosing thoughts that feel good, and also knowing that manifestation a lot of the time and conscious creators can imply taking action. I'm here just recording this audio and uploading this video, and this is an action. It's not that it happens on its own. And I think this is the part that I have to do so that the universe or God, life, can meet me halfway. So let me know in the comments if you hear this to all of this episode. What's your experience with manifestation? If you have any questions around it. To me, again, it's like manifestation is, okay, I have a desire in my heart. I'm going to choose to align with this desire if I really want it, if it makes my heart happy. And then I'm going to check what are the stories that I'm telling myself about that being possible or not. And I'm going to be kind with myself during the journey, because I'm not manifesting when we take it this way, in a healthy way. It's always about remembering who we are, connected to the source, connected to love. That's who we are. And from that place, we can create so many good things that not only are going to be good for ourselves, but for other people too. And we can be ethical, and we can be good persons, and not use these techniques to manipulate or do anything that doesn't feel good, right? That we wouldn't like to be done on us, right? But again, we have free will. So I'm just sharing my point of view. You are a limitless spiritual being creating your experience, and you get to choose the things that help you feel good, the things that help you remember who you are, remember the love that you have. And generally, when we connect with that love, we don't tend to do things that could harm other people. We do things that make make us feel good and happy, and that bring also joy and happiness to other people too. And not because, again, like I think that one of the beliefs that can be very harmful to have and can really get in the way of manifesting in a healthy way is the belief that everything is your fault, right? So that's why my approach to manifestation, even though from law of assumption, and I love a lot of the techniques that come with law of assumption world, I'm not so keen to say I am God. What I say is I am one with God. I am one with the power that created the whole universe, because my intellectual mind it can be so limited by its programming that it can't possibly know all of the details. So I always think of God or source or love as something higher, something greater, a part of me that knows the whole picture, and it's guiding me and it's co-creating with me. So I get to choose what kind of thoughts do I want to entertain, right? That it's consciousness. That's, we're as human beings are aware of our own existence. So that's why we are becoming aware in this area that we have the power to create. So that's why my approach with manifestation, it's more like that, and not that I want to control everything and that I am God and I want to, decide how people are going to show up in my world. Yes, I put boundaries. Yes, I set standards, but I don't spin my wheels and I don't make myself crazy trying to control everything. That's my belief system. That's something that works for me, and it helps me, again, to use manifestation in a healthy way. So I hope this served you today, and it bring more clarity and more peace to you, so you can feel confident in really connecting to your heart's desires, trusting them, trusting that you are guided and that it's okay to trust in that. And if you need to shift any story that makes you feel bad about yourself, you can do that. You can, for example, that's what I do with manifestation. What I do, and I can do, for example, a prayer, how it's taught in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. I can say, God, please guide me to the best resources so I can release these stories, so I can shift these beliefs. Show me the best resources you have. And you can use manifestation and thought to actually get better and better at it, because you can say, show me the fastest way, show me the quicker way, show me the divine way. You can use the power of words to call in always something that's higher and better. So thank you so much for listening. I love you. I appreciate you. And remember to keep it simple, have fun, and stay inspired. Bye.